to the bottom. Solo bolo right now. Stormblade, you didn't even accept my friend request. You horrible monster. And I was gonna hype you up too. Imagine. But thanks. Udyr ban from Goons, followed by a Twitch ban. Vel'Koz ban, I know that's targeted towards Refugee from mid, who was Challenger last season. Definitely one of their standout players. Cassiopeia, another mid ban, comes through, followed by Senna. Final ban, looks like for Goons. We'll see if they lock it in. I may be getting a co-caster here, I am not sure. He could already be in here. I have stream mode enabled, so if Kaz wants to join, he can. If not, I will solo it up. And Kaisa ban. I like the Kaisa ban. Kaisa, probably the best B1. Did receive some nerfs, but still pretty strong. I wouldn't say Kaisa's the best B1. I do think that, wow, the blind Zoe. Just first pick Zoe? Is that correct? Okay, I will be getting a co-caster here shortly. Very interesting that they're blind picking Zoe. When Stormblade does play champs like Zed and Syndra, who are notoriously pretty good into Zoe, although Syndra is kind of on the weaker side, so Karthus getting picked up by Acclivity, most likely going to go in the jungle. So the Lowback's top champions. We are on patch 11.4, guys. This is where jungle is nerfed. They nerfed the gold, XP, and buffed the health of a few camps. Gromp, chickens, and Krugs, I think. I could be wrong on the Krugs. Jungle was clearly the strongest role in the game, and they wanted to tone it down a bit. Still probably pretty strong, but maybe not easy to get super far ahead. Morgana being picked up too. Morgana pretty good into Zoe with the black shield. This could be like a weird Zoe support as well, right? We don't know. Sivir getting picked up. Sivir sort of seeing popularity. Not, I think is a strong pick, and also has a really cool build. Maybe we'll see it. The Sivir, there's a Muramana Duskblade Cyrilda's Grudge build that's like pretty high damage, plays more around auto resets and the hook, or not the hook, the blade throw. So we'll see.
Yo.
Okay, we have Quaz here, support for the Naughty Boys, joining me for a little casting action. Gonna give his insight here. Let me invite you to the thing really quick.
Yeah. So I know both of these teams are like near the top of CEO. So and
Oh,
they're
Goons
it's like
is
a
towards the top as well? Okay, never mind then. I was wrong. I thought they were closer.
I think Goons is like near mid top, right?
Okay. I do know Acclivity, I think,
Wait,
is in first place right now.
Acclivity is first, yeah. Okay, wait, no, I'm lying on Goons. They're near the bottom actually.
Yeah. Lowbacks. Jungler for Acclivity. You might have caught him on the super in-house stream earlier. He is cracked. Let me tell you. And
Yeah,
he's
that
warmed
guy,
up, that's all I'm going to say. He's warmed up and ready to go.
he got his in out. Let me say that.
Int. That was
He
strategic.
got it in.
That was strategic fighting. That was limit testing at its fullest. Seraphine banned, followed by Orianna, targeting, or Orianna was first, targeting towards Stormblade. We'll see what he defaults to here. With Karthus, they can go for the Zed if he wants to, into the Zoe.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Refugee from mid plays. Oh, they had the Zoe locked in.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
wait.
they have a Zoe first
I'm
pick.
actually, I don't know. I don't know how you feel about Zoe right now, but haven't really seen her that much in like competitive, other than like Jensen playing her a few times on Inting.
Well, in
Um,
LPL, she has like super high priority. She's very strong in LPL. She's like one of the most played mids.
yeah, so Zoe has very good early fighting power, especially in like skirmishes where you can just poke them out. Um, so I'm sure if both teams like are doing the LPL action where they're constantly fighting, I'm sure Zoe will be a really good pick. We're gonna have to see.
So we have Camille coming in blind here. There is a Renekton up. Renekton also receiving nerfs on this patch. Olaf picked, who's been kind of beat down. I'm not entirely sure how strong. Again, this is the first day of the patch, so I don't think either jungle is really familiar with how much they can fall behind, or how much more behind they'll be from the previous patch. But we'll have to see. Okay, Gnar comes in. Gnar, I don't like Gnar into Camille that much. I think Camille is like pretty good into Gnar.
Yeah,
Also, Camille did get a nerf though as well with the W, and people I know in the community were chat and on Reddit were saying it was like nothing. It's actually a pretty big nerf because it's 2 seconds off the ability you max last, so you lose
I agree.
2 seconds. And in ranged matchups, that's actually a lot of time because you're using it like almost on cooldown basically because it helps you sustain. So
Yeah. So the only way that Camille really gets poke in lane is with her W, right? And in lane, that's definitely a big nerf. 2 seconds on her main poking ability. So
Bistro Mathematics says Lobax, Lee Sin Hack, 18 death, 15 minute 1v9 Super Server 2000 LP. True. Syndra locked in for Stormblade here, good into the Zoe. Although I do
yeah.
think that matchup isn't as Syndra favored as it used to be, because um,
So Syndra with Karthus is actually kind of interesting because Merc Treads has such high value here for the Zoe. You got stuff like Morgana and then Camille and Syndra, right?
well,
And then just the flat MR that you get from Karthus and Syndra, who are going to be the only people really doing damage to you early as Zoe.
yeah, cause I also want to touch on a meta has been kind of developing here with Verdant Barrier, right?
Yeah.
And this item is actually very, very strong. I think it's one of the stronger, one of the strong. I think it's like comparable, if not even maybe better, to Seeker's Arm Guard. And yeah, you get a lot of value. So you can go Mercs, which is good against the CC for sure, but you can also get Banshees. And I do think that a champ like Zoe would love to go Ludens into Banshees for that, like, kind of what you were talking about, that early skirmish power, because
Yeah.
it will make her really hard to lock down. She doesn't care about scaling. Zoe, I think, normally doesn't really go for the Seraph's build, so you can kind of get away from that. And maybe third item, Horizon Focus, which also was buffed, not this patch, but the patch prior. So it might be interesting. I do think that Verdant Barrier is something that we're going to be seeing a lot more, especially in competitive, because we have a lot more of the mage on mage fights, and it kind of it just makes it more of a farm fest, right? You can just farm it out, and it's hard to pressure them in the 1v1.
Yeah, so if Zoe does end up going that item first, or, at least 15 minutes into the game, it's going to be very hard to gank her. So um, if Karthus does want to stop farming and decide to gank a lane, I think it has to be bot lane, because you have that Morgana, and you want to snowball that lane. Otherwise, you're going to be outskilled eventually from the bot lane side.
Yeah, I agree. I also think I'm not a huge fan of a champ like Karthus with like Camille and Syndra. I more prefer. Oh, is it a Zoe support?
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. That's kind of weird. I guess that makes
I
sense because
know,
they first picked it and
yeah.
they're like,
So I know Morgana is very bad into these mage and poke type supports because she can generally never get any spells off on you. Especially in lane, if you're able to poke the Morgana out, she's going to be very useless. So this actually, I feel like this is favored towards the Zoe. Like,
Also, I feel like Zoe Q, maybe with a couple points in it, easily breaks the black shield,
Yeah.
and so it makes that ability not super useful. That's kind of crazy. Also, I would take Galio Olaf 100% of the time in the mid
Yeah.
jungle 2v2.
Well,
Um,
no, I'm just
kind of what I was
mad.
talking about. I don't really like Karthus that much with like Camille and Syndra. I like junglers that um, like to gank more with those champs. You know, you can still have the farming, but like I like a jungler that is more likely to have kill pressure because Syndra, one of her strengths is just setting up kills in
Mhm.
the mid lane, and then um, I think that obviously like Camille with her ult is also quite good. I do think Karthus can gank for Camille, but I think it's not as high of pressure. I don't know, besides like damage and the bubble, I don't know what Zoe's support really offers, so we'll have to see. This is something obviously we don't see very much. Yeah, interesting comps from
Yeah.
both teams. Both teams, I would say, I I kind of favor, although the Zoe support is kind of throwing like me for a loop. I kind of favor Goons comp just because they have a more traditional like front to back, and
I agree. I
just
agree.
5 squishies on the side of the Acclivity, which they've run a comp like this before. But a comp like this is like high execution, and like if you fall behind, it's hard to come back. But they do have a ton of threats, right? So we'll have
Yeah.
to see how it goes.
So the one thing that I will point out, the difference between the two team comps in terms of team fighting is that Goons has more of a poke-oriented comp with the Gnar, Zoe, and Sivir. You know, they want to whittle Acclivity down before entering fights. They want to look to play the fights slow. Whereas the side of Acclivity has more of an engaged comp, right? You have Camille going in with like a Draven who doesn't have very high range, and it might be hard for Draven to run in when you have champions like Gnar, Zoe, and Sivir who are just constantly harassing you. So I think I do prefer Goons quite a lot.
Yeah, and again, I really am a player that likes to. I really think jungle mid is super important, and support, for instance, and
Mhm.
I do think those three really impact the map in the early game and get to choose the fights. And I do think Galio Olaf should be a lot stronger. So it's kind of they get to decide what happens in like the first 10 to 50 minutes of the game. We'll have to see. Now there's some. I do think Draven is pretty good into the Sivir because he just
Yep.
like autos her down. Like she can't. She doesn't like spell shield a skill. She could, I guess the E, but that's nothing that's going to be too impactful. But again, I don't know. Again, I don't know how the Zoe plays out, so we'll have to see. Kind of a bait, I guess, for them.
Mm. Yeah, so their Sivir and Zoe is mainly just gonna be hard pushing into this Draven Morgana lane unless Draven or Morgana get some early type of cheese or like some bush cheese, you know? So I think the Draven's main job in this game will be to somehow turn his ganks or turn like the pressure he's gonna get bot lane into a kill or two. And as long as he gets a kill or two in this lane, he's gonna be able to snowball it. That being said, if he does not get those kills and if he does fall behind and just gets poked out and he starts losing turret plates, he's going to be in a very bad spot.
Yeah, I agree. Also, once Sivir kind of can get a hold of a lane, it's very hard to push her in. She kind of gets to control the wave with
Yep.
her QW. So I'm interested to see how it is. Acclivity, again, they are our first place CEO team. Oh, wait, my goodness, I forgot to do the predictions. Let me do it really quick. Gotta get the schmeckles. Blue team is Goons. Okay, you guys got 2 minutes. You're gonna get a little. No, we'll go for 1 minute. You get 1 minute, guys. No, we'll do two. Okay. You can also bet, cause I know you're itching
Yep.
to bet your schmeckles.
I'm a big gambler here.
Yeah, a bit of a gambler. Okay, and we're off.
So you're thinking you're predicting Goons or you're thinking you like their team comp more? That's
I
why
like
you're
their team
running
comp
them.
more. if I was betting on team comp alone, I would go with Goons.
Mhm.
But I do think Acclivity has some pretty sick players. Again,
Wait,
Lobax is insanely cracked. This guy is just
have,
runs at people fast as lightning.
you see this Sivir rune choice? It's kind of hype.
But yeah, so this is actually her highest win rate rune. Fun fact. So my AD
Really?
carry Visi loves playing Sivir, and we were kind of giving him shit for this, and he was saying no, it's the highest win rate rune. And actually, this is the rune they run. So she might be doing this. I don't know if you've seen the new Sivir build where they go Duskblade, Muramana, Cyrilda's Grudge. This is
I
like
have
the
not.
Korean solo queue
Uh,
highest win rate Sivir build. Actually, we'll see if she does that. It is pretty good against the enemy comp. They're all very squishy, so
yeah.
we'll have to see. It's like the or I think you can go
Yeah,
ER
and
as well if you want.
yeah, and that build definitely helps with the poke comp, I assume, because you have so much more mana.
Yeah, so should be interesting. Scoreboard, objective timers. Okay, then some streamer magic. You can add this little thing right here. Bam, perfect. Okay. Alrighty, guys. We're off. Acclivity. Sorry, Goons on the blue side versus Acclivity on the red side. This is game one. I'm a Happy Cloud, joined by Cause X of the Naughty Boys. And here we go. Okay, a little bit of poke
Yep.
here.
Karth is landing a lot of his Qs actually. But I assume Narble back. Yep.
So Zoe started Bubble. So I don't know. Maybe Sivir alone can still push the wave, but I think that might allow Dano and Epic Meme King XD to get
he was named like Munger or
That's
something
Munger,
before,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's Munger.
Yeah.
Same player, just playing on a different account. Or maybe this is his new name. I don't know. That's Munger. The one who doesn't actually mung Keegan's if you're in the chat. Yeah, so this is she started tier, so she's gonna go the build actually.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera picked this up, but Karthus actually had the time to place a ward, I believe, on the red buff for the side of Goons. So
Oh yeah.
they know that they started bot side, and you know they leashed. They can see them leashing and Narden leash. So it's probably going to be a standard bot to top clear for both of these junglers.
Yeah, it's gonna be standard it seems. I am interested to see. Oh, I love that Sivir skin by the way. Okay, Sivir trying to get level 2.
The
Looks like
Wonder
they're gonna
Woman.
get about the same time. Stormblade goes in for a bit of poke. Galio is favored in this matchup, I think, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, goes for the thing. Takes Black Shield level 2. Munger goes in, gets first blood. Autoing Sivir down. Can Sivir trade back? Yeah, doesn't even have to use his flash there. Dano just trading with autos. Does he win this? He might. Okay. I think Sivir's kind of trolling. Munger flashes in for the auto. Dano flashes as well. Trade flash. Double kill for the bot lane.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. The side of Goons has more of a pushing, right? They have a more of a pushing lane, and the side of Acclivity has an all-in lane, right? And if the Draven does get a kill or two, like I was saying, it's gonna be so doomed. So this is not looking good at all for Sivir.
Yeah, I assume they went for that all-in, hoping that Dano leveled Pool, but Dano just being smart leveled the his E there, and yeah, the E does negate the Zoe. Lowback's up here for the gank on Makaze. He'll be able to flash out. Lowback's holding back. Looks like they're going to get the crab for, so Olaf will double crab off this gank, which I think might be okay. Crab was not hit right in XP, so crab is still worth everything that it was prior. That was not changed, so it is maybe even more valuable than it was. We'll have to see. Refugee from mid
They
pulling
might
the
look
wave.
to dive here.
Okay,
And
so
even if they don't get the dive off, he loses that whole minion wave.
yeah, so they're denying him a wave. He will go
I
get
don't know.
Grump here.
I think I like this for the side of Olaf actually, considering that Gnar doesn't die and he gets to farm here after this fade.
Yeah, I think it definitely screws over the Gnar, but Olaf is going to get quite a head off this. They're even now,
Yeah.
but again, because of the nerfs, Olaf getting both the crabs is going to have a decent XP lead here. We'll have to see if they're able to, if Olaf's able to do much or take over the game. Okay, Rolsoft goes in for a nice trade there.
So Olaf's is basically on a pseudo timer here, right? Because even though they nerfed farming junglers in general, Karthus is still gonna be a very good scaling pick. They're all earning bot here. Oh, they're just both dead.
Epic Meme King XD dies. Wasn't worth the shutdown, and they just trade 1-for-1. Again, I think that's slightly worth for the Draven, but I do, kind of what you were alluding to earlier, I think it's going to be hard for, because once Sivir gets some AD, she can just like instantly clear the wave, right?
Yeah, so right now that was probably a pretty even trade. I mean, Draven getting early kills is really good always, but with Sivir is the thing is if you accelerate her into the mid game, and if she doesn't have to get like wait a long time to get her 3-4 items, she can take over the game generally. So definitely nice to see her getting a kill.
Sivir missing the cannon for the base cancel. Not a true AD carry. No AD carry would ever miss the cannon for the base cancel. Refugee from mid, slightly behind. Stormblade is demonstrating his wave manipulation here. And although Galio has a slight advantage in like the all-ins and the 1v1. Okay, get some poke. Oh my god. Oh, he walks into the binding. He will most likely die for that. Oh, Munger has the stopwatch, and that's just a double kill. Yeah.
Wait, did he have double stopwatch?
Oh, what?
I think he just literally had one from his runes and then he just bought it when he based.
Oh. That doesn't work though, right? You can only have one. So I guess he bought one because the rune one wouldn't be on yet, right? Yeah, because it's not like, it comes on at 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think he thought it would work.
It did, I guess, technically. I mean, he got...
He's building Zonias, so it doesn't really matter, but...
Yeah, pretty interesting.
Swapping.
He double stopwatches there, sells one. Okay, so Gnar, kind of down from that original play by Lobax. Okay, Gnar goes for a little bit of poke here, doesn't get the wall bounce, does get some damage. Refugee from mid is up here. Galio able to get the kill. Nice flash taunt. Might have not been necessary, but maybe he didn't want to risk Camille being able to buffer her E. And they're able to get another kill back. And although the bot lane is super far ahead, Goons are kind of trying to stabilize, but the gold lead from just the pure 1v1 is pretty high. And actually a lot of that gold lead, almost 2k gold, is coming from the Draven. He is sitting at 4,000 gold. Sivir's at 2,300. So
yeah. So once Draven gets his first item, which I assume is going to be a Gale Force, it's going to be extremely unplayable for Sivir and Zoe, because it looks like Karthus is already coming bot and looking to pressure around his strong side. So all the Sivir wants to do right now is farm, but even that is going to be really hard.
So maybe Galio and Olaf can turn around a fight. I think that might be their only way to try to stabilize. It is risky fighting against the Draven, who is as strong as he is. But as of right now, they're definitely hurting. They're just going to let the wave push into them. Yeah, level 6 on the Morgana. Definitely a lot more useful than the Zoe level 6, right, in the pure 1v1. Draven walks up, gets some poke. Teleport coming in from Gnar. Not sure I like this. Okay, I think... Oh, they double TP'd, actually, with quite the fake out. Gets the taunt, but gets hit under the turret. Is going to die for it. They're going to trade over. Oh, that's another one for Munger. So they're able to get Camille top. Flash out from the Zoe. Epic Meme King. 5-1, 2-0 on the Morgana here. All of Acclivity's kills being in this bot lane duo. Olaf able to get another kill on the top side. Roll swap kind of sacrificing himself to stop that TP. Not sure how much it mattered, but he was Mega, so maybe them being able to stop that was key. And yeah, Refugee from mid kind of forcing getting hit with the Morg Q under the turret there, and they're able to turn it around. And yeah, this Draven is huge. 5.4k on the Draven.
Yeah, so I like the attempt from Goons definitely, but I don't know if bot lane is the lane that you want to be playing around, right? I don't know if that's the lane that you want to TP to and try to force. Even if the Draven has the shutdown, it's going to be so hard to kill him when he has a Morgana standing right next to him.
Yeah. One thing I'll say is I do think, yeah, I think you're right. It might be worth, okay, maybe they just kill him here. Refugee from mid. Oh, Zoe just solo kills him. With the Sivir, Gnar, Olaf, Galio in the late game, in these mid and late game fights, maybe, yeah, just getting the other lanes ahead is a better call, because I don't know if Draven can really play against this comp that well. They'll have Gale Force, but without his flash, I think it's going to be hard with the Sivir. Oh, Roll Swap misses the E, goes in for the slow. Makaze able to get a little bit of trade. Procs the Hyper. Definitely comes out ahead on that one. Oh, on the bot lane, we see Munger dashing up. Gale Force goes on cooldown. Okay. Makaze gets the stun. Gets the Gnar. I don't know if Roll Swap can do anything here. And yeah, okay, Galio ends up getting the kill too, which I would argue is probably even better. Galio getting ahead is really, really nice in the mid-game fights. He does a lot of damage and he brings a ton of CC.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a few Acclivity games here and there, and I know this is how they like to play. Strong side bot lane. And Draven is definitely Munger's signature pick, so he's very comfortable on this champion.
For sure. Okay, looking to get first turret here in the top side. Off Rift Herald. 3-man attempt mid. Okay. Galio, damage reduction. Maybe he can trade one over. Not able to. And they're able to kill Refugee from mid, but they get the first turret. Kinda evening up the gold. Only a 2k gold lead on the side of Acclivity.
Yep. Olaf and Gnar getting ahead. Definitely nice to see.
Definitely can see the jungle nerfs. I feel like last patch, Olaf and Karthus would both be level 9.
Yeah.
And both of them are level 8. So definitely a little bit behind. Okay, 3k gold lead about for the side of Acclivity. Again, most of that's on Munger. He has 6.6k to the 3.6k of Sivir. That's basically up an entire mythic item. Pretty crazy. Sivir opting for the Muramana, it looks like. Almost got it.
So I will point out that the soul is Ocean, I believe. And so for a comp that likes to poke from the Goons, like, you know, the Zoe Q's flying in, the Gnar Q's flying in, the Sivir Boomerang's flying in, I think Ocean's actually very good, even if they're not very tanky. A lot of the poke that that Goons are going to throw at them is going to be healed up if they do manage to get that soul.
Yeah, for sure. It just depends really if Acclivity doesn't just get wiped in like all-ins, you know? Because Ocean, I think, heals you based on the damage you do, right? So if they're able to get some damage back, then they'll heal. But if they get poked out too much and get all in, it won't really be the biggest deal. But also, we haven't seen a full 5v5 yet. The Dragon could easily go to the side of Goons, and that would be really rough for Acclivity because Ocean Soul obviously used a lot better on tankier champs who can sustain more and want to be in the middle of a fight. Sivir still unable to complete her Muramana. Really far behind here. Oh,
Yeah,
direction
so
camera going insane for a sec.
so if you see the vision control from both sides, you can see that most of the wards from Goons are placed on their top side, top river in particular. And the thing is that nothing much is going on top side, right?
Yeah.
But the dragon, which is going to be spawning in
2 minutes.
how long? 2 minutes. Is going to be protected by all these wards from red side.
Okay, Camille goes in on Olaf, ults him. Stormblade hits the combo over the wall. It tries to get flashed away by Vita, but Vita unable to do that, and Pat gives a kill over to roll swap. Able to get the double buffs. Stormblade hits the Syndra poke, runs away. Using the power of that phase rush. Refugee from mid, trying to get the wave pushed in. I think the game will get to see a little preview. Okay, nice play. Stormblade is probably safe here. He still has flash. I don't think there's much they can do. Roll swap comes in. Okay! Wow! Huge snipe by Kirizono from downtown. Also got a shutdown because of the 50 gold lead, or 50 CS lead, sorry. And wow, really showing the Zoe support prowess there. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I did not expect a support player to be that proficient on Zoe, but definitely nice to see. So Dragon is spawning in about 50 seconds, and it looks like Olaf is, I think, doing Rift Herald. So it looks like he's gonna do it and spawn in mid, probably, right before Dragon spawns.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That will probably give the Goons a bit of pressure for that Dragon.
So we have, I'm looking at the flashes cause, and Gnar and Galio both have the flash. Ideally, it is nice for Gnar or someone else to get into the backline so Galio can use his ult. But Galio also can like flash in, mass taunt people. The team follows up and then he ults right away to try to not only break, you know, focus on him, but then get the massive knockup as well. So we'll have to see how it works out. Refugee from mid teleporting, looking to use that Rift Herald to break open the turret. And this dragon fight's going to be big. Munger, very strong. Doesn't have his Essence Sphere yet. Okay. They hit the sleep on Munger. Dano getting chunked a bit. Roll swap.
Yep,
Flanking with the teleport.
This is the poke that I'm talking about.
Okay,
Priority
Dano
target right now is
in the
Draven.
pit. Spotted out. Oh, a huge gnarl into a 3-man taunt. Refugee from mid takes out Lobax. Lobax uses the ult. Kirizano in the backline trying to create chaos. Olaf able to secure the dragon. Roll swap goes in. Oh, a huge stun by Stormblade. Roll swap ulting Marika. And yeah, that looked really good for Goons. They were able to secure the dragon, but the re-engage.
I don't know if the Gnar was a misclick or something, but I think he ulted to the wrong side of the wall. If I'm.
Oh yeah, if he ulted into the towards the dragon pit, I think he would have got the 3-man stun.
Yeah. Yeah, and Draven was in that ult, so that would have been really good for Goons.
Yeah,
they
so
do get the dragon though.
It also, I think, kind of made the Galio taunt a little bit less effective because he got the taunt, but it pushed them away, so he wasn't able to get follow-up CC. But yeah, they did get the dragon. They're behind by about 4K, but we'll have to see. Lobac and Vita, level 11, on par still with the solo lanes, not the mid, who are both level 12, but level 11, both the top laners, so not too terrible. we'll have to see. Kirazono was just in the backline doing the Zoe stuff, like doing crazy spins and creating chaos, and unfortunately died for it. Looking to complete the Ludens. It is a huge combined cost for a support, so he's 700 gold off of that.
So, I don't know if you're a fan of this Cinder build, but he did opt into the Banshee's first item, which is probably really good into this Zoe pick. However, it does kind of reduce his damage in the early game, early to mid game.
Yeah.
Have
So I don't know,
as
like,
high of a power spike.
I don't know if they go for like what the meta will develop on this item, because I do think it's fairly new. Okay, Kirazono caught out, just gets him demolished by Lobaks, and but again, yeah, I don't know what the meta is going to develop, but I do know Banshees will be picked up quickly. Now maybe he feels, oh, he steals the blue. Maybe he feels like I mean, it's good versus Galio too, right? Like if Galio flashes in and taunts, he won't get taunted. So we'll have to see. Acclivity just forcing this, and it looks like they have no idea on the side of Goons. Okay, Refugee from mid gets a max taunt. We'll see. Yeah, he will not take much damage, but Stormblade doesn't have his flash. They do get the Baron. I mean,
very smart.
think they have to try to. That was a good Baron call for sure. I think they have to try to kill him here. Oh yeah. He just goes for it. Okay. Trade the flash, get the kill. That's one of the Barons gone. Lobak already doing about a quarter of Zoe's health, a little bit more with the Leandri's burn.
They did use the Karthus Soul. I don't know what that was for.
I mean, it should be back up before the dragon, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
It's like 120, right?
I'm gonna
130.
click on his ultimate. It is about 130, 107 left, so it won't be up.
Yeah,
it will be up like right after it spawns.
Yeah.
I think
this is definitely an important dragon, though.
I think a bigger thing is they won't have flash on the Olaf, and maybe Galio's flash will be up in time. Let me click on Galio here. Galio's flash is about 70 seconds, so we'll be up it just barely.
Flash on Gnar will be up as well. Definitely very important to have that.
Yeah, Soul is for sure the win condition of Goons here. Munger and Lobak, very strong. Munger working on item 3. Lobak completing his Demonic Embrace. This is a lower damage Karthus build, but better into these tankier champs. And it also kind of makes him tankier, so he can brawl a little bit more. Not entirely sure how I feel about that build, but I do see it in solo queue a decent amount. So
Karthus does finish his second item before this dragon fight, so he's gonna be flying here. He's gonna be doing loads of damage.
Yeah, maybe they just don't even fight for it.
Yeah, because if you see the wards from Acclivity, it's really hard to walk up here.
Yeah, Acclivity has pretty good ward coverage, and it looks like they don't really see any of them on the side of following Galio still.
Morgana Black Shield is used.
Got back to the direct camera.
Dragon is secured.
I mean, not the end of the world. It's not worth like potentially losing the game over. Oh, Makaze really caught out. Will he just die? Yeah, he does. And Dano gets the Zanyas off. And yeah, this Karthus is just so strong now. Has scaled up quite powerful. Hits him with the double mastery emote. Taunts in the lane. Trying to get some push with the Baron.
Oh, that's so weird.
Oh, he kills him.
Killed him. That was a 3-man queue.
Yeah. A refugee from mid. Okay, ends up just not going for the flash. They're just going in. I'm surprised refugees didn't flash there. Okay, goes for the flash Q, misses him. Roll swap in the back line. Uses the flash E, and the amount of damage coming in is crazy. They just have to retreat. Makaze coming in, Doesn't quite have Mega yet. Trying to get it off the creeps. Munger jumps in, does a ton of damage. Gnar gets an ult, but only a single target one. Is changing his target from roll swap to low backs. And yeah, good TP there. Oh, not even a TP. Roll swap just kind of weaseled his way into the back line. And yeah, a one fight again for Acclivity now with a 8k gold lead. Roll swap, clearing vision out here. And I think, kind of what you alluded to, Cause, I feel like Goons needed to just play the bot lane slow, because if they just scaled up, they would have been okay.
Yep. And yeah, if you look at the Sivir right now, she's really struggling in comparison to this Draven.
She is 5k gold behind him, about.
Yeah.
Actually,
with this lethality build, I think if you're behind, then you're barely going to be doing any damage. So
yeah,
it's going to be even harder from here for the side of Goons.
Yeah, he did it later. He flashed in to try to snipe him. I'm really surprised after the Sivir ult, Refugee just didn't flash in and try to like grab everyone. Lowback also going for exhaust secondary. He doesn't even have flash. So maybe it would have been worth it for him just to flash into the backline there, get the multi-man taunt, and then try to do some damage. Maybe allow Olaf to get in the backline. But yeah. Oh, they hit him. Max range. He's going to get Gnar ulted, and he's just dead. 900 gold over to Makaze. Pretty good for him. And a little bit greedy there by Lowback. Thought he could get the blue here. They do lose Gnar flash for it, but I think that's worth, for sure. They get the shutdown. That's the biggest one on the map, actually. And that's going to help them get a little bit better. They're still, again, like 8k gold behind. Vita checks with his axe. Okay. Makaze. Munger just going in. Oh, smooth Gale Force back to dodge the boomerang. What a play. Refugee from mid. Not able to get the taunt because of the phase rush. Good heads up there to proc it from Stormblade with his auto attack, actually. They're going to stop the back. Sivir spell shields it. They get the teleport out of Refugee from mid. Refugee from mid jumps back. Great bait on the E there, but still, Camille is so strong on 2 items, able to really just bully this guy. I don't know. Yeah, not going to dive him. But again, Camille can't really be matched in the side lane right now by anyone. Maybe Olaf. I'm not entirely sure the strength of Camille. And here we go. Dragon number 3 up in 40, or I guess 5 technically, but Dragon 3 for both teams up in 40 seconds. Both teams, Munger finishing his Infinity Edge on his Giga Spike. Has Last Whisper as well. Will just go shred through the front line. Will have to instantly die. Everfrost actually completed for Morgana. Interesting pickup. Leandries and most of Void Staff finished for Stormblade. And Verdant Barrier picked up here for the Galio. The Whip Mythics and both Sterix completed for the jungle top. Maybe they just trade for Baron here. They could definitely just do it. Oh my god, they're just ulting. They do it very fast, but do they get punished for this at all? Stormblade does have TP. Oh my god, that was close actually. Okay, Galio coming in. Oh wait, Gnar actually ulted no one there. They do kill Dano. Refugee from mid, zoning the entirety of the enemy team. Oh, hits Munger. Unfortunately, they're able to actually kill him. And Kirizano goes in, nice axe. They do get the Baron and the Dragon, but they lose 4 for it. So we'll have to see. Karthus was pinging Syndra's teleport. Syndra deciding maybe Dragon was better. I don't know if him TPing there would have mattered. It seemed like a kind of a lost fight, but that's kind of a preview of how Goons can win these fights. If Goons is able to get that like full Sivir comp rush in, they're able to blow up. Oh, did Discord crash? Is that why I can't hear Kaz? That makes sense. Oh, I'm in here still, so I don't know if he crashed.
My Discord works right now too, so while we're in a pause, I'll be in here and I'll talk out map state with you.
Did he message me? Oh, that was you. Okay, Discord crashed. Okay. Well, we'll wait for them to fix that. Welcome a little tag team action. Welcome the mid laner of the Naughty Boys, Zelius, also admin of LBLCS. This is kind of a banger.
Hello. I see that.
Yeah, Munger or Epic Meme King XD was able to get a insane lead off of his off the lane phase, and was kind of just like 1v9 machine. But this, we did allude to this, minus the Zoe support because I'm not really familiar with it, you know. But we did allude to this being caused that like Goons this comp is good into the comp of Acclivity. They are good at just like piling on, right, and diving
really good.
them. So we'll have to see if they're able to potentially do something.
Yeah, the Zoe support's definitely interesting. Was this the this is the support that you said is always doing crazy stuff though, right?
I'm unfamiliar with him. He just like they first picked Zoe, and we assumed it was going mid, and then they put Galio mid and Zoe went support. And although I would say Kirizano's made some interesting plays, he's also made some like pretty insane Pog plays. Like he has gotten quite a few solo kills, catching people out with massive Qs. I mean, I think his E's have been on point. Definitely a skilled. You could see he's got the Zoe mechanics on lock. In chat, Lowback's complaining about jungle nerfs, barking like the dog he is. Jungle needed to be nerfed. That nerf role was giga broken.
Excellent warm up today in an in-house that was streamed earlier, and if you watch it, he died a collective of almost 40 times across 2 games.
That boy likes to fight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, when I first started watching the stream, though, I tuned in and I saw Acclivity, and I'm like, yeah, this looks very good for them. And then I looked away for a couple of minutes. Then I looked back here just before the pause, and I saw the total mayhem that Goons were able to cause and bring it back. And like, the thing that I'm thinking here is, as the game goes later, it really is harder for that Syndra and the Draven to like really do too much.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I do think that like they have some very strong scaling picks. They do have like Syndra, Karthus, Camille, which definitely outscale their counterparts. But like you said, it's kind of a team comp thing where it is hard when just everyone just piles onto you to do your things.
Yeah, and it's like the low range, and then like Draven's not exactly the most like DPS heavy ADC IMO.
Draven likes to be ahead at all times, but he is like a glass cannon. Definitely has, although it's a signature pick of Munger, he's fallen out for sure. In terms of just overall solo queue, I don't think Draven is super great at the moment, unfortunately.
I feel like the new items didn't do him exactly justice either. He's kind of been feeling weird for a while. Time to use League voice, says the Morgana in chat.
You'll have to see. To those of us who are still watching, thanks for tuning in. This is only game 1, actually. Hoping it doesn't go super late because I have some work to finish. And I ain't trying to be up hella late. So we'll see. But, yo, Zelius, how are you Discord? My Discord's fine too, Cause, so I don't know exactly what's wrong.
The funny thing about my Discord working is my internet's actually been terrible, like for most of today, and it's just like Discord is one of the things that's been working fine
Ah,
for
that
me.
explains why you clicked on Moonstone Renewer
Oh, that
in
was
our
nothing to do
in-house
with my
earlier.
internet, good friend. The Moonstone brand that only did 600 less damage than the 20 kill Viego, dude.
Okay, dude, your AoE mage ranged versus I'm melee into their team. Your
Wah, wah,
Moonstone
wah.
only healed 4600. I did get
I had
nerfed
19
slightly.
deaths.
It did get nerfed slightly, I guess, but Central Discord is down. Oh, okay.
That I
And
don't
they
know.
might
I
be
don't know
forced
what
to
it
use
means.
League Voice. I don't know if it works in customs, does it?
I don't know.
Time
If
to
they
break
press
out the
M, if any of them are listening to stream, press M on your keyboard and see if anything pops up.
Can you do it while the game
Um,
is paused though?
yeah, you can. If it works, then yeah, you'd be able to. I mean, TeamSpeak 3, curse voice,
Says does
Skype.
not work. Makaze 2040 says does not work. Um, yeah, I mean, might have to use Skype or something.
An
America
interesting
says
change
it's
that
Legends of Runeterra now. I love Legends of Runeterra, by the way, guys. New Shurima expansion coming out. Finally, Shurima, the coolest region. Gonna have some awesome champs. Is League down for anyone else? Oh, is League down too? It's not down for me.
maybe
Discord is.
yeah, same for me. Okay, so what I'm imagining happened here, okay? There's a lot of different proxies obviously that you connect to like through like sites like Google and stuff. And it's probably down in like many select areas. Yeah. Yep, Kaz is right with the North Korea attacking.
Well, also might
Pretty
be
much, basically.
because of the storms, right? There's a lot of snowstorms going on. I know this isn't central, but I know Texas was like out of commission.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah, and I
they're
know
Stormlob and I working on Empire.
probably proxies crashing. Yeah, you're right because of the storm. Because I know where most of my team lives, they can't have Discord, and it's storming pretty bad. And like where I am, it's just light snow.
Yeah.
So
Just to remind
pretty
the
weird
crowd,
circumstances there.
Stormblade has not accepted my friend request, and in fact, probably declined it. Just so we're clear. So if you see this man, put him on blast. I don't know why he would refuse to not be a friend to me, the lovable happy cloud. Come on. Well, if League is also down, this might have to be a postponed match, unfortunately, because it.
Which is very unfortunate considering the circumstances of the
Yeah, this is a definitely a
point
game.
of the
Although
game.
there's a very decent sized gold lead for Acclivity, the comp for Goons is fairly strong, so they definitely might have the ability to win this. It's not like a one-sided affair.
And there's
Viger
always the
ability
dream of the
haste,
six-headed
Zero,
river.
CD ultimate causes entire server to crash. Watch to the end to see something you weren't expecting. True. Just chrono break. True. We have the technology. We are the low budget LCS. We have LCS in the name.
Yeah. Our version of chrono breaking is just running it down like monkeys till everybody has the same KDA, and then you AFK till it's that point in the game.
Yeah. Lol
The only way
Woopa
to do
says
it.
this is the worst thing that has ever happened to me in my life. It's okay, Lowback.
I would like to remind you of your Lee Sin game that happened earlier today. That's probably a little bit worse.
Wait, he was gaming. That was fun.
It was fun. It was the most fun I've had, but it was probably the worst thing to happen to him.
You must have a pretty nice life then. True. How do you know Purple Poro? Maybe he has someone like at his house and he's at gunpoint, and they're saying if you don't win this game, he'll end his life. You know? Maybe then this is the worst thing that could ever happen. No, my life is bad. This is just rock bottom. No, low back. Don't say that. There's hope. COVID is coming to an end. Kind of. Not really, but kind of.
A summoner has disconnected.
Alright, now we have another issue. AD carry had a gateway error on League. Yeah, it seems maybe something going on in Central. Oh, Zelius says restart. I'm 95% to level 16. They should have to forfeit. Monka. It's over. All around me. Mobile works, I guess. Okay, maybe they can use mobile. It's a disaster. I can't even get back in the league. Yeah. I mean, the game was like super fucked today. Right? They even disabled ranks, so yeah. Um well, I'm not an admin, but I should be. So I think my executive decision is going to be that if they can't get back in the next like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and people can't play, we will have to call this reschedule, unfortunately, to the next time. Yeah, we might have to postpone. What's up, America? America! Siver! Legend of Terra is the shit. I saw you in the chat. Thanks for bringing it up. I love it. I'm so excited for the new expansion. Sharima.
A summoner has disconnected.
Okay, so yeah. Give it a little bit longer, but Keegan says I pooped LeChance's pants. Team LeChampions. I would be down for a solo queue game. I don't know if my team would be. Yeah, I might be. Again, we'll give it a little bit, but might have to reschedule and postpone the match, guys. Sorry to tell you. Not what I want to do, but something I don't really know. Oh. Can I stream my epic Viego solo queue games? They weren't going very well. I played one game after our in-house and it went poorly. I could do a solo queue game. I was kind of popping on the in-house, I would say. Somehow we weren't able to win though. Ugh. Yeah, it's very weird. Okay, well, again, we'll give it a little bit longer. I'm just chilling. If you were popping, then why did we lose every game? I don't know. Let's do... I'm not entirely sure why we lost. Let's do some investigative work. Maybe we can find out together. Let me check. appears my jungler died like 35 times in 2 games. That can't have anything to do with why we lost, though.
A summoner has disconnected.
So, yeah. It's okay, Lowback. You can just carry me in solo queue later. Make up for it. I have more faith in you. You were just feeling the flow, and unfortunately, the flow led you down a path. Well, what the fuck? Twitch emotes aren't loading either. Oh no. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. No. Well, guys, again, down to wait a little bit longer. Not gonna wait here all night, though. Might have to postpone the match. Well, also, I think it's just Discord right now. So if anyone on Team Goons is in chat, I think one player for the side of Acclivity cannot connect. Still. So if he can't connect, I'm not gonna. It's out of his control, technical issue. We're not gonna. There's no like forfeiting or anything like that. It's just gonna probably have to be a postponed
A
match.
summoner has disconnected.
Oh, 80 carry cannot connect to Discord. Oh, I see. Let's handshake this and not use comms. We'll turn this shit into solo queue. That would be interesting. We want to YOLO, no comms. If the enemy team agrees to it, I'm down. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to prove that comms aren't being used.
A summoner has reconnected.
Yeah, you also might be able to use League Voice for Game 2, guys. So maybe you just play out Game 1. If everyone's in. We'll see. Was Roll Swap able to get into League? I don't think there's League Voice in custom games. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe they just go commsless. It's good practice. Although this is an official match, technically. Again, guys, I'm Happy Cloud. Thanks for tuning in. We got everyone here, so no comms on some. This is roll swap. I literally can't get back in the client. Yeah. It's telling me I can't find my internet connection. Yeah, that is definitely something to do with the server. Your connection to the server. Same with Discord. Okay. Call up Templeton. Give him the login info. He's the only one who can save this game. It's Midwest Discord. Snowstorm is brutal. Yeah. Yeah, I've had this issue as well in the past, where it just says it can't find the server. The Midwest. Sag. Why live in the Midwest when you can live on either side of the country? Monkey. Oh. Have you guys watched WandaVision at all? I've been watching it every week when it comes out. Something I wasn't super into at first, but as I've watched more, I've kind of been intrigued. it's coming to an end soon. I think there's 3 more episodes. I really want to see how it ends and how everything ties together. I think it'd be cool. Apparently Cloudflare is getting DDoSed. WandaVision slaps to be awesome. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's cool. So I've been enjoying that. Also for my anime fans, Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing. Definitely worth watching. It was I thought it ended on like episode 12 because it was right before New Year's, and then they released like some New Year's special, and it was like a 5-minute video. But they've been going to the next arc, and my god, it is insane. I've read ahead in the manga just because I couldn't wait. But dude, the animation is incredible, and they use like CGI so well, and I really enjoy how they, because the art and the manga is like kind of sloppy. It's not like the best drawn. It's not the cleanest looking. It lets the studio take like a lot of artistic. It gives them a lot of
Hello?
artistic freedom. Hello?
Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Okay, looks
I'll
like
be back.
people are
It's finally working.
starting to get able to connect. My god, it's gonna be a late one.
Apparently, Cloudflare got DDoSed or something.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
pretty crazy. We're all in Discord now. Pog. Follow Lol Woopa. That's Lowback. I think he actually streams. I'm not sure how often, but he streams.
Yeah, so it's Midwest only.
I'll win the next
apparently.
game in 20 minutes so we can duo queue. Sounds like a plan. I have to do some work though, so the duo queue might have to wait for the weekend. Because I don't know how long it's going to take. But definitely hit me up. Give me a little boosty boost. Okay, Kaz, I want you to, while we're waiting for the players, I want you to be honest. How cracked was my Yumi?
Wait, your Yumi wasn't bad, dude.
Yeah, okay. Your AD carry was like, I hate laning with Yumi.
Yeah, dude, he always says that. Like,
It's like, come on, dude. I was trying my best. Wow,
you couldn't
Bigfoot
do
subscribed for
anything,
12
no?
months. Yeah, some people were running
You're
it.
only you're the only human player. Right?
True. And Arthur. I was healing him.
Yeah.
Yumi's actually fun. It's a parasite and it should be deleted from the game, but it is fun.
Her hardest point is probably in laning phase. Like,
Yeah.
if you can survive laning phase and go even, then it's a smooth road from there.
I would have been a subscriber of Bigfoot if my gifted sub didn't run out. Sag. Sounds like a whole lot of excuses to me. I'm gonna be real with you. Well, I'm a mod. Do I just get the? Do I get the emotes for free? Or no? Oh, I'm not. That's lame.
I don't think you do.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say there's not enough emotes for me to waste my Amazon Prime sub on this. I'm sorry. And I only pay for one. I only pay for one channel. I only sub to one channel with my
Oh,
out of pocket.
looks like they might be starting.
That's JBox. JBox one drank. JBox one J drank. Sorry.
A summoner has reconnected.
Okay. Real stop reconnected. Kind of forgot what was happening in this game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely gone. Luckily, I think
Yeah.
we were kind of at a stalemate. They had just gotten 4 for 0 at the Baron, but Stormblade still has it, and he was able to get the 3rd dragon, put them on soul point now.
Yeah, so they won that team
The
fight
team that wins
when they
this
were.
should gift me a skin. That's all I'm gonna say. For not, I could have just called it minutes ago.
How long was it? It's been like what 20,
Yeah,
25 minute
20
pause?
minutes or so. Let me check when you messaged me.
9:20. So yeah, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Red team's
And we're in, baby.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Dano hitting the binding on to,
Wow.
and wow, Dano just dies for that.
I don't think there's anything on the map though, so it's not like they'll
Not the
get
end of the
anything
world.
from that. But
Yeah, just gold, which isn't bad.
yep.
Lobax gets his blue buff here. Running bot, Stormblade, highest level in the game. I doubt he has the most gold. No, not the most gold. Actually, not even the most gold in his team. Lobax having more gold than him, barely. And definitely an action-packed game here. Kills almost even, gold 6k, but again, when you get to this late game, the gold lead doesn't matter as much. It's more about playing around item spikes, because everyone's relatively strong, right?
Yep.
So,
Karthus level 16, definitely very scary. Get that rank 3 ultimate. Gonna be dishing out a lot of damage.
yeah. He doesn't have a ton of AP, though. Oh, they're able to get Stormblade. He dies, though, for this. Yeah, so they trade 1 for 1. I don't even know if that's really worth. I guess they get a shutdown, but it's barely anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I would call it like a...
And they use 2 ultimates on the, I don't know, the side of Acclivity.
Yeah, so
So-
it won't matter, though, because there's, again, like you said, nothing on the map. So by the
Yeah.
time the objectives come up, they will have their ultimates. Refugee from mid getting caught out just a bit. Has Burden Barrier. A huge Zoe Q. Refugee from mid goes for the big stun. Okay, Vita able to get a kill. Kirazono gets another one. Oh, Lobax burning him down. Zoe trying her best. Picks up the Zanya's flashes. Has Gale Force, uses the
Oh.
Gale Force.
God.
Not gonna die. Fancy feed from Vita. Dies though to Lobax. And yeah, now they're just, I think, again, everyone's kind of probably disoriented from
They're
the
coming
whole,
back.
from the big pause and everyone disconnecting. But yeah, that's definitely worth it, I think, overall, for the side of the Goons.
Yeah, this is a 9-kill Zoe now. And I'd only imagine by looking at the damage charts, if I could see them right now, I feel like she's done the most damage in the game.
Probably not
This
as much
is-
as the Karthus, right? But she's
Oh, on her
probably
team.
on her
Yeah.
team. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I could easily see
So, yeah, this is. I mean, she's getting strong now, so she can maybe start carrying some of these
that. When
fights.
she gets hit, she's probably okay. Yeah, I mean, again, if Zoe is able to land a combo, could potentially take someone out of the fight, or just even a chunk is worth it. Chunking someone before, it could be pretty big. Lobax coming in, everyone will have their ults up for this fight. This will be the big fight. Now here's the thing. Refugee from mid in that earlier play used his flash. Ooh. Oh my god, just half health from the bubble. Oh, he takes him out. Gonna die though. Trading supports. Don't know how much that's worth there here for the side of Goons, because like you said, a lot of gold on the Zoe. Oh,
Yeah, I
Makaze.
think-
Oh, they're just going for Loback here, taking him out of the fight right away. Olaf doing his damage, but not able to do anything, and it's just mid and top on the side of Goons left. and mid, or 80 carry, sorry, top on the side of Goons, and mid, and 80 carry for the side of Acclivity. Now the dragon's coming up.
Ocean Soul. This is the 4th dragon, so they need to walk up here.
He just gets one shot here. Yeah, Stormblade finally able to do some damage. Now, again, Ocean Soul isn't the end of the world for Goons. It's not as detrimental. I think it's way better that Acclivity was able to get that, because Goons having Ocean Soul would have made this Olaf Gnar very hard to kill. It definitely will help in the poke, but it's getting to the point where kind of even the poke from the Zoe just like kind of one-shots someone, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the end of the world for them. We'll have to see.
We're probably gonna see the proper itemizations coming in soon to get the healing reduction in.
Yeah, we're already seeing on
already have
Galio, on Zoe.
Yeah. Few Oblivion Orbs.
Lowback going for the double Hourglass tech. Be able to use his stopwatch and his Hourglass here to be a pseudo
strong.
frontliner for his team.
Yeah. Because this late into the game, I think a stopwatch can really make the difference in one team fight, and that one team fight can just win you the game.
Yeah, this is
So-
definitely getting to the point, like you said, where the next team fight could be a game-deciding one. Lowback hitting level 18. Working on what I assume will be Death Cap. Does Horizon Focus work on Karthus ult? If he ults everyone, do they get the proc?
I think it does. Well, no, it doesn't. It's only non-targeted abilities.
Oh, okay.
Well, would Karthus still be considered a non-targeted? Or targeted?
I have no idea.
Because you're not like
You're not like
aiming it,
clicking
you're not clicking on
a
someone.
person, yeah, it just hits everyone.
I mean, I think buying it just for the guild's kind of iffy.
Yeah. Stormblade posturing onto the Sivir. Maybe looks for a play here. She has a spell shield. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
If you
go.
look at bot lane here. Bot lane's getting pushed in.
Yeah, Rolsaw pressuring, but I don't think he can dive the Gnar at all. And
Yeah.
the thing about doing these Baron dances, even though they have the Ocean Soul, we got to just see a little preview. If Zoe lands a Q on anyone, it's a ton of damage. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe Makaze
That's
goes
exactly
for...
what they want to be doing.
Yeah, a little bit of a stalemate here. Even though they have the Ocean Soul, it is hard for them to start a fight with the strength of the Zoe support. Words I didn't think I'd be saying. But the Zoe support, poking them out, pretty strong.
And I think
They caught him on a
they
reset
might
here.
just start Baron.
Yeah, here they go. Makaze does have Mega. This is going to be potentially a big fight. They get off. Oh, is he dead? Oh god, the ult off. He's just dead. And yeah, so strong. This mage finally scaled into the game. Finally big enough to do some damage. Makaze is exhausted now. Will probably die to the Camille. I doubt he can do anything. Okay. Oh my god, barely lives. Refugee from mid, able to combo him. But they're going to trade his life for Baron. That's definitely worth it. Stormblade gets the stun on the Olaf. Gets caught out. We'll have to see what they try to do. Vita, ultless. Kirizano gonna get caught by the Stormblade stun. Stormblade just on point with this. Finally able to do something in this game. Kind of just been quietly scaling the whole time. 300 CS. And this might be the end of the game here. They're gonna walk mid with the Baron buff.
Yep. Not much wave clear. Actually, Sivir is respawning in 10 seconds, and she does have a bit of OP wave clear, so not quite sure if it'll be the end of the game just yet, but definitely maybe an inhib.
Yeah, Goons really need to try to make a play here. Makaze still barely waiting on his flash. Could have maybe gone for the double jump into the flash play. Might look here. Galuk's here. Gets the stun on Lowbacks. Epic Meme King flashes out of the way. Refugees from mid walks in, but look how much damage they have on the side of... Yeah, just so much damage. on the side of Acclivity. And yeah, that's going to be game 1. Whew.
Yeah.
Pretty long game because of the pause, but they're able to finally take it down. And it wasn't bad from either teams. And we'll have to see.
Yep.
Going into game 2, what the adaptations are here. Again, I don't dislike Goons comp, but I did dislike kind of how they
Executed.
yeah, I think they just needed to chill in the bot lane. Them falling that far
Yeah.
behind the Sivir was kind of a non-factor. Yeah, Zoe did the most damage on her team, 39,000. Second most, third most in the game, behind Karthus 39 and the 34 from
Yeah.
Draven.
I mean, in this comp, I think damage might be also like a bit of a factor when your server's so behind and you have a Galio mid, right?
True.
Like, you're kind of relying on just people to randomly pop off in team fights, right? You won't have that consistent damage that you would get from your Sivir when she's that behind.
For sure. Are you online? I can't find you. Oh, there you
I
are.
am. I was away.
I gotta move you to different chat so I can find you. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Cool. Okay. The spectate, they're just rare and ready to go at this point. Give me one sec, my fellow gamers, as I do this and I pull up the. Okay, do that. Okay. We're on quite a delay on the stream, I see, but I don't want to restart. I don't know how to fix it, so I think it just happened over time, but it's okay. All right, getting into champ select here. Vel'Koz banned from Acclivity. Again, targeted at refugee from mid. Challenger Vel'Koz player.
Yep.
Udyr banned by Goons. Cassiopeia ban, probably, I'm guessing, another targeted ban towards refugee from mid.
I would like to see a Draven ban.
Yeah.
Targeted at Munger.
I don't know if you need to ban the Draven. I just think you need to play the lane differently, personally. I really think if they didn't run in at level 2 and, I don't know, they might have been okay. And the Draven was, even as far ahead as he was, you could see those glimpses of fights where he really just couldn't play the game.
Yeah.
They still ban it. Not terrible, but Munger might get his Twitch then. He's also a Twitch player, so we'll see if he goes for it. The bans from last time, I have them here, were it's right here. Ban Senna, so we'll see what they ban, which ban they drop. Acclivity, no bans. Kaisa.
Kaisa.
Okay. And the Twitch. So they're dropping the Senna ban. Maybe we see a first pick Senna from Acclivity. Just go for the Karthus again. I think it's a champ Lowback likes to play a lot, so definitely something worth
Yep.
first picking. It worked out well for them last time. I think it was their first pick last time as well. Well, their R1. We'll see what
So
Goons respond with.
I think their counter pick or their answer to this was Olaf. And I think the whole thing that Olaf wants to do with that Karthus is kind of bad at is like Olaf wants to invade, and since Karthus is clearing at, you know, low HP, low mana generally, he's very he's very prone to these invades from Olaf. So
Yeah, in game 1 we
uh,
also saw Lowbacks go for that level 4 gank, remember, on the top side giving up the crabs, and it
yeah.
didn't really put him that far behind. Holy shit, low bricks Karthus again?
Lobix.
Lobix?
Go for the Zoe. So
Could be a flex.
I
Don't
don't
know
know.
Refugee's
Yeah.
gameplay, but I imagine it's going to be Zoe bot. Maybe they do fasting with the Zoe. Could be interesting. Don't know how well
Yeah.
that works. I know
I think that would be a very good fasting lane. Zoe would be farming very easily.
Leona picked up. Good pick into both Zoe and Senna. We'll
Yep.
see what Epic Meme King picks here. Maybe he goes for the... what's still strong that's on the table? Jhin? Tristana. Okay, I do like the Tristana. I think
Yeah.
Tristana is very strong right now, actually.
So generally ADCs that just want to stand far back and auto attack are bad into Senna because of her E ability, her mist, which just makes it hard for you to auto attack generally.
Mm-hmm.
That includes champs like, you know, Alistar, and like if you have like target abilities, right? You can't really
Ooh.
combo her.
Do we see Viego come in? Okay, cool, Viego.
But
First Viego of CEO, at least on stream. Could be mid or jungle or top.
yeah, so they have 2 flexes right now. It's legal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Viego's legal.
Yeah.
No bugs that are game breaking, that are like
I mean,
easy
there
to...
might be, but
There are bugs that like are known that you can do, but it requires like cooperation from both teams, you know? So
Mhm.
nothing too crazy. They did
Yeah.
fix a few bugs. I know there was one with Lux where if you took over Lux and you used the E and you didn't pop the E before you went out, then your next takeover would have Lux as well. Lux E, which is
And
weird.
there was one with Bard and Lysandra, in which if you took Bard and then if you instantly took Lysandra after that, if you used Bard E like right as you're changing forms, and then if you use Lysandra E, you'd make like a map-wide Bard portal.
I do like Viego a lot. He's my most played champ in ranked this season. I think he is very strong mid. I think that's his strongest role by far. He can work in the other roles too.
Yeah.
I think his jungle is kind of weak just because, you know, because they banned Kassadin. So,
Yeah, so they're not sure where it's going.
so they banned the Zac out against Roll Swap. Roll Swap was a Zac jungle player. He has been spamming Zac on his account, I think top, to
Zac
some
top.
success. Zac also pretty good, I think, into tank matchups, and they wanted to get the Shen. So we're gonna have to see what they say the last pick for. Still don't know where Viego's going. Could see him
Yeah,
mid.
so
I do
they
think he's
they could pick support here, right?
Mhm.
5th, and obviously they pick Leona. So I think something like a Nihilus.
put Zoe mid. That's true.
Yeah, because Zoe support into Leona is extremely bad.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah.
I do like Viego into the tankier comps. I think Viego, when he gets ahead, can match. So I think Victor's good into Viego, by the way. I think this is actually a good pick for. So again, like you said, they have quite a few flex opportunities here. so we really don't know where anyone's going. But yeah.
Could also see a Thresh here. Get the double play on the Tristana
Anivia.
jump.
So they will be going to Zoe support again.
Well, it might
I
be
don't
Anivia
like Goons
support.
comp that much, personally.
It might
They
be.
have very little engage. I
Yeah.
think Acclivity has the more well-rounded comp. I definitely side with them, but Goons comp can scrap very well, and I do think Anivia is pretty good into Victor.
I
So
mean,
maybe they have the solo lane advantage, but the bot lane is going to be rough. I would assume as soon as Leona and Tristana get their abilities right, they can just jump on a Zoe on cooldown.
yeah. So, and the thing is, even like for Acclivity, I think they win the early game, they win the mid game, and they win the late game, right? Because you have the early fighting power of Leona and Tristana, and even though Karthus is a scaling champ, when you pair him with something like a Leona, he can dish out so much damage, right? When someone's CC'd and you're just spamming Qs on them. So
Yeah, I think it's going to
and then,
be for sure like a bot. I mean, this you kind of said Acclivity does this where they play around bot in general,
yeah,
but for sure play around bot because I think
then-
the skirmishing on the top side is in Goon's favor still. That's like the only advantage they have on the map right now.
yeah, and even if the bot's early game firepower doesn't work, you still have the late game power of Ornn ornaments into Karthus items and Victor items. And Karthus and Victor scale extremely well.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Victor scales about as well as Anivia, right? And then,
Yeah.
but I just like, I always side with like the ease of execution comps. Like, I think Acclivity in the late game, they have clear ways to start fights, clear ways to set up around objectives. Like, it's a lot easier for them to like play their comp out. And like you said, they have the scaling, they have the early game, they have the Tristana Leona to kind of bridge them into there. Also, I think Victor is kind of like an early game champ, right? I don't think he's like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like mid lane is just gonna be pure wave clear early game. But in the skirmishes, I think Victor might have a slight advantage as well.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works. I do think that Anivia is pretty favored early because Victor has to like. He's kind of medium range,
Yeah.
and Anivia can just like throw the wall down and like throw the ult and stun him, right? But they don't have much of a front line.
I also think cleanse is gonna be very high value for Victor here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you have so many ways for goons to engage on you, and staying alive is the most important thing.
Maybe Vita can show off his Viego skills.
Yeah.
He has
You're
not
the
played much of
Viego
any
expert.
ranked this season. He played a flex game of Viego and went 14-4. So maybe he'll just smurf it. I think this is really hard for Viego to play. I think Viego is like, I am undecided. I think when he's popping off, he feels really oppressive. But in the late game, it's really hard to play fights because you're just like very squishy. And if you don't, it's like Katarina kind of, or Samira for,
Yeah.
if you don't get the reset, it's really hard for you to play out the fights. If he gets ahead, he's like insanely impressive because the way the possession mechanic works, where he keeps his level. So if you're able to like kill a Leona that's underleveled, then you take over Leona and you're like a level 13 Leona as opposed to level 9 that you just killed. And then you get to go in and full combo someone and then ult them again. And that's a lot of damage. But in the late game, if he isn't able to do that, and I don't know if this comp allows him to do that, he'll just get destroyed. There's so much damage coming out of Acclivity, right? So much CC. Victor also quite good into short range comps with his W, so he's able to like kind of wall off objectives. Or, I mean, in the late game, the W has a very low cooldown. It's almost like a Vigar cage in a way, where you can just throw it down and create zones. It's like an 8-second cooldown, I think. Especially if he, I know Stormblade likes to opt for the Leandri's Lucidity boots, usually
Yeah,
in his
so
builds. So
getting to the backline will be very important because you have these two really beefy frontline tanks in Orin and Leona. And I know Viego has that mechanic in which he has basically like the old Akali Shroud in which he can just throw down his W and just stand in that for like his mist for like a while.
yeah,
And if Tristana, Victor, and Karthus aren't, wary of that, then they might just get, comboed by Viego.
yeah, you have to use that well in the late game. In our game, at the end of the game, that shroud was a 4-second cooldown too. It's very low cooldown, especially when it was CDR.
Really?
Yeah, it's very low. So when it's done, I think the cooldown might start when you cast it. So after it's done lasting, it's like a 4-second cooldown.
And how long does it last?
I think it's like 5 seconds, maybe.
It's kind of broken.
Yeah, definitely one of his best abilities for sure. He is quite strong. Again, one of my favorite champ to play right now. Super cool. Love the thematic. Yeah, it's 6-second cooldown at max rank, and it lasts 8 seconds.
So you just permanently have it up, I guess.
So the cooldown starts at the end, actually, but
Oh, when
with
it
CDR,
disappears?
yeah, when it disappears. But I had like Gore Drinker, I think, so a little bit of haste. So yeah, it went down. It was about a 4-second cooldown. Pretty nuts. And yeah, it's really cool. The scaling, definitely. Yeah, I realize I'm talking about him more than the other champs, but he's cool. I think this is the first time we've seen him on stream as well. So.
No, it's definitely a pick to watch here.
But I would like to see what Refugee from mid can do on the Anivia. I think Anivia is quite strong at the moment. So maybe he's able to do something. Opting for the rune choices here. Opting for the Phase Rush mid over the... Can I click on this guy to check his... Oh my god, Kirazona. 1 million mastery points on Zoe. Makes sense. This guy is popping off.
Wow.
Kirazono. But yeah.
Yeah, so he went phase rush over electrocute.
Yeah, or Comet. I've also seen.
It might be good considering how much slows they have, as well as amount of jumping in power. He's gonna have to stay alive, and I don't know if he's gonna be looking to trade in lane that much.
Yeah, I do like Shen paired with champs like Viego or any champ that likes to dive in, because it gives them the ability to deal more damage. And again, in the late game, or just in general, Viego does a ton of damage if he can get on top of you, right? They usually build a Kraken Slayer, and with his Q passive, he gets the double auto after every ability land. So you can, in like a matter of a second, he can proc Kraken Slayer like 3 times almost. So it's a ton of damage. Yeah. Plus Blade of the Rune King, plus his own percent health on his Q, which I think is 5% at max rank. So he's a lot of damage. So maybe the Shen and Viego can be some Bash Brothers here and make some plays. They're going to have to get quite a lead with their comp, I think, to do much of anything. Lobak's trying to get the ward here. Stormblade chunking Refugee from mid. They both have... Okay, Zoe gets the bubble. Refugee's going to have to waste flash. Yeah, a little bit greedy there with the auto attack. Stormblade, again, both times we've seen this dude on stream, the last time I cast them at least, quite well. I wouldn't say he like hard gapped the Refugee from mid, but he was able to scale up and was a late game menace for sure. Did quite well for himself. In the series that we saw of him prior, did quite well. Definitely one of the better mids in the CEO League. Gotta
Yeah,
give him his props.
Galio is a supportive pick after all. We'll have to see what Refugee can do on the Zenobia. Definitely has
Dano
great
just
potential.
goes in. Nice bubble onto Trist will stop her from doing too much.
Wow.
And they actually come out ahead of that.
Yes, so I don't know about engaging there, right? When you have that minion wave state, you kind of have to wait for your AD to be able to walk up.
I guess the one advantage they have of being double ranged is that they can get level 2 first. Okay, maybe Dano's just aware of this and decided, nah, I'm just gonna, oh, not able to get the kill with this flash. Oh, they have a different AD carry this game, I just realized.
Okay, Leona jumping back in.
First blood.
Samir does not have triumph.
Meme King gets the kill.
Not Samir, Senna.
Okay, nice, gets away from that. Oh, flash in from Epic. Meme King gets another kill. Nice sidestep by Stormblade. Yeah, unfortunately for Senna, was not able to do much. Did get first blood, but they were able to get a double kill. And again, this is kind of what happened last game. Luckily for them, it looks like their wave bot is fine. They're gonna miss maybe 1 or 2 creeps, but they don't get too screwed over by that.
Yeah, this is really good recall timing for Tristana. She's gonna be a lot more ahead now. And you can see Karthus already pathing towards the spot side. Viego's gonna look to contest bot side scuttle.
Oh, he steals it.
Oh my.
Wow, good
That's
heads up
huge.
there. Yeah, able to get the crab because he knows there's no way he gets the top crab. Refugee has to be careful. He is. Okay, gets the wall, gets that, has the egg, flashless though. And Lowback able to get the bot crab, or the top crab.
Yeah, so if Viego doesn't steal that crab, he gets double scuttled, and he would be quite doomed from there.
So he gets the reset off. Will be able to make an impact on the map. Looks like he's going back towards his Krugs.
Yeah, pathing topside definitely smart. I think he's gonna look to gank top after Krugs. Ornn does have a word in the Tribush though.
Yeah, maybe he just counter ganks this in a way.
Yeah, Karthus intelligently waiting.
Epic Meme King spamming Tristana's like army chants. Oh, they opted not to do the fasting Senna, by the way. Which I think might have been a mistake. Maybe they're not familiar with it. Okay, Refugee from mid probably gets his egg here. Does he die? Looking like it.
No flash.
Yeah, he's just dead.
Yeah.
And Lowbacks gets a kill. Lowback's definitely very active on the map, able to keep up and farm, but not afraid to get some not afraid to pressure early, even on a champ like Karthus. Roll swap, looking for it. Maybe trades flashes here. Not gonna do it.
So Shen still hasn't recalled yet. I'm not sure when he's gonna do it. Maybe after this wave, but Karthus is looking for a dive.
Oh, roll swap gets taunted under the turret. Might die for it. Maybe Lowbacks can pick something up. They're able to get a kill on the bot side. I know they all end. I guess he just dies to the creeps there, the Shen, to give not give Karthus a kill, which I think is smart. Karthus will get some XP from that. But yeah, this so what's happening bot here?
Yeah.
Cause that's what I want to know.
So bot lane just got all in by a Zoe Senna, which is just crazy to me.
So I think we kind of saw a preview. I actually think that they initiated the fight, but they just got counter-initiated, counter-killed.
Yeah, the thing is, in this lane, if you're not fighting like the proper minion wave state, you're going to take so much damage, especially early on, and that's what Leona ended up doing. They fought in a huge minion wave, and Senna ended up winning the all-in. I'd also like to point out that I think Rollstop might have gone for the dive a little too early, considering Karthus was a bit too far away from the tower to contribute to the fight. He basically went for like a solo 1v1 dive instead of waiting for Karthus to help him.
Yeah, definitely a little too early there. Karth
Yeah.
was able to trade kills, but Karthus didn't get much off that, so kind of wasting Karthus' time. Lowback already had level 6 because of the amount of kill XP. He's got 1 kill, and then being in the vicinity. When Karthus dies, or when Shen dies, you still get XP for the kill, like or shared XP. So
Tristana is backing here. Let's see. Yeah, she ups her the attack speed boots. So I think actually Senna is actually in a stronger spot right now with the new quiver.
Just depends. I do know Reckless likes to go for the boots on Trist. That's the Reckless move, right? But you
I
would
think
still
it's
take
definitely
Senna.
very good. But yeah, I think the fighting power of Moon Quiver is very strong early, considering the stats you get from it. Especially when Zoe has the Sheen. That's gonna be doing a lot of damage.
Zoe opting for a Sheen. Totally different than what she did last time.
Yeah, I don't know, she might be going for like a Lish Vein? I'm not too sure.
Forcing Lowback just to take the blue himself. He's for sure okay with that. Vita opting just to rush the Kraken Slayer, which is usually the build people do over... Oh, he just kills him here, right? Oh no, he lives.
Oh,
Gets his flash. Not Stormblade didn't know if he could flash auto there, so opts not to go for it. And he gets
still
shielded by
very
Shen.
worth.
Shen ult to save a refugee from mid from dying to the Karthus ult. Not terrible, but they trade global for global, and since Acclivity is in a winning position, at least actually surprisingly different than what we thought on the top side. Oh, he hits it. Oh. I guess he's okay. He does have the heal there. Able to heal up, but kind of domination happening here.
Yeah. I think if that Leona E flash hits, Zoe might be dead, even if she has flash.
For sure.
Very close.
Both junglers level 7, about even. Lowback a little bit ahead with the kill. We'll have to see what when Viego decides to get involved on the map. Right now he's just power farming.
I'd assuming Karthus is going to do a spot side back and then look for something top side like a
kind of an int there. Might have cost his AD carry his life as well. Yeah. Viego goes in for the kill. Gets the ult. Shut down. Ornn looking for a teleport. Gets taunted. Out of it. Vita jumps in on the Triss. Gets the reset. Oh no. Gets one. Able to get inside the Leona, but not quick enough. Still takes full damage. Makaze taking the kill. Gets the solo kill on the top side after the fight, and that was kind of a battle. Lowback able to get the shutdown onto the... Oh, maybe looks for something here. No, not really looking for it. Yeah, Lowback 2-0, but Viego does have his Kraken Slayer now. Actually, he was able to get the shutdown. Just buys it full, no boots.
Zoe looking.
Zoe hits the bubble. Actually, long range. Doesn't look like they can do much. Oh, goes for the quick little Q there for the max, not max damage, but decent poke, and sending Lowback back to base. Chunking Epic Meme King. Action-packed game. Goons definitely not going down without a fight.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how close this volume is. I thought it would just be one-sided, but I think Leona and Tristana are making a few mistakes here and there.
Wait, Lowback opting for Everfrost over the Leandries this game.
So, Everfrost did get buffed extremely hard this patch. I don't know if you saw it, but
oh yeah,
I think it's like if you have a certain amount of AP, I think it's like 160 or something.
That's
You
that's
get,
Cosmic Drive. Everfrost got a slight buff on
oh
its.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's like
Cosmic.
AP and CDR, or it shoots out faster.
It shoots
as
out
well.
faster, and the build path is a lot better. That's the big thing. It instead of having the 50 combined costs that the other mythics have, 800 of that gold is now onto a Kindle gem. So you can build a Kindle gem as part of the build path. So the
I
people
see.
that it was good on, Silas, Cassidon, those champs can opt for the Kindle gem now in lane, getting a little tankier. So, and then yeah, the cast time got upped, and then I think the base damage is up a bit, but the scaling's down. So it's a little bit worse later, but it does more damage early. Diego gets another kill, able to jump into Triss. Will he jump out? Gets the shield, nice. Gets the Shenel counter. This Shenel actually countering the Karthus in the early game. Cool use of it. Dano trying to do something. Do they just feed this to Viego? Viego actually starts tanking the turret. Dies. Two. Leona. Dano able to get the kill. Refugee from it gets a stun. Stormblade with the Verdant Barrier again. Look at this. Just really doesn't take much damage in these trades.
And while all of that was happening in the bot lane, Shen actually ulted down, and because of that, Lobax had a Rift Herald in his pocket, and he got first tower gold as well as a second charge on tier 2.
Yeah.
Which means he's going to be really fed now.
He takes
So
the...
I honestly, I prefer that for blue side.
Okay, roll swap looking. I do think Refugee has his egg. Mistake from him not staying in the turret, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, this guy should be dead here. No flash from Vita, not able to get the kill. Oh, misses the little abilities. Able to do the Zoe thing of I don't really need to hit my abilities if I just ignite you and run at you. Vita able to get a kill. Wow, 3 kills traded over from Acclivity, overstaying just a bit, and
Wow.
wow, interesting to note, Dano actually has Verdant Barrier.
Verdant.
Not sure if I like that, but
I mean, what? Is he getting Banshees or
it
something?
only builds in Banshee's Veil, right? So you're like
Yeah.
not getting...
And he has Merc Threats on top of that. I think, I don't know, maybe he's just going to sit on it for now. Obviously support items don't matter too much, especially when you're playing Leona. Tankiness is all you really need when you're
True.
playing Leona, so might not be the worst. We're going to have to see though, because 2 dragons are on the side of Goons, so they're going to have to start worrying about the soul. I think it is Cloud? No, it's not Cloud, it's... How would I check?
It's Mountain.
I don't have the thing on.
Yeah, you gotta go to the eyeball
Yeah.
on the bottom left.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
So I don't know how you feel about Mountain. I don't think it's like a very strong soul compared to the other ones. So
it's not great. Mountain, here's the thing. I think the souls themselves are like, they're good. Obviously fire and water are the like game-winning souls. But the thing that's really good for Acclivity especially is if they're able to stack multiple, I think the Mountain Dragon itself is pretty good. So if you can stack it, like if you start to counter stack and you get 4 of them, you get a lot of value, especially with Ornn, right? Ornn gets like multiplicative take stats already. Oh, okay, gets followed. A little bit of mistake there. Tried to go for the ward, gonna have to flash out. Refugee from mid flashing away, and he just dies. Yeah, unfortunate for him. Not much he can do there. Looks like he's not on the tech that Stormblade is on. Banshee's Veil Rush again, actually. Is this the new mid lane meta? Hopefully not.
do you get any mana from Banshees? I don't think you do, right?
No, so that's why he's going tier and Lost Chapter first. Banshees
So-
does 85 AP, it's like 15 haste I think, and then
Yeah.
the MR.
Yeah,
Dano really just trolling a little bit. Dies to Vita. Okay, Refugee able to get the wall off.
Yeah.
Vita able to jump in here, gets blasted away, but he will shred the Ornn. He does so much percent damage, got the true damage, gets another thing. Kirazono ignites this guy. Can he get Epic Meme King? Kills him, but dies to Lowback. Vita, 6 and 2 on the Viego, opting for the full offensive build too with the attack speed Greaves. Can Lowbacks do anything here?
Dragon.
Yeah, third dragon, Soul Point. Now here's the thing, the Mountain Soul, although it's not super strong, it is pretty good into the Karthus, right? That any shields really helps against a champ like that. So Akaze looking, wasn't able to get anything. Kind of got walled off, I think, by Refugee, unfortunately. But yeah, even though they're ahead in kills, the farm advantage is so big in the mid lane. And it's starting to take off in the jungle that the gold lead is still slightly in Acclivity's favor. But that third dragon, like you said, is
I mean, I think regardless of the gold lead, I think Goons are still in the lead, considering where their gold is at and their dragons. So
I'm interested to see what Vita ends up doing. Because
Zoe opted for the Lichbane.
Okay. Not sure. He is a Zoe one trick, I assume. He has like 1,000,000 mastery points. So not sure what the logic is and why he changes the build. But he opted for Lichbane this time. Maybe it's because he's against some melees. Shorter range. I don't know.
Maybe.
Lichbane overall kind of got nerfed. Last patch.
It does give a bit of movement speed now, which is kind of helpful.
Here's the shroud you were talking about. Covers against these objectives like most of all around the pit. Ooh, that would have been a huge poke. You do have Shenel here. Maybe look for this. This could be a little risky. I don't think they need to do anything too crazy. Oh, Dano misses the Leonel. Vita not able to get the steal there. Okay. Epic Meme King takes quite a bit of poke. Maybe if Refugee was on the Lichbane. Oh, he just goes for it. Really, really
wow.
risky. Sort of an int, I'll say. When I don't think it's ever worth trading your life there. When you could, he's worth so much gold, so he just gives over.
I think maybe if he got the reset from Tristana, he could have looked to kill Karthus.
Maybe. The thing is this is what my piece of advice for fellow Viego players or people who are want to learn the champ. Although you do get the invincibility and the heal, when you jump into a champ, you get all their base stats. It adjusts to your level. So if you jump in the Zoe, or if he jumps in the Trist, for instance, or the Karthus, he actually gets a lot squishier because Viego actually has pretty high base stats. He has bruiser level stats, I would say. So can be risky, right? Because I have definitely gotten hypey in a team fight, jumped in like a Soraka to get the reset, and then instantly died.
Yeah, so okay, Leona has a Banshee's Veil actually.
That's just a little troll, I think. We'll have to see. Maybe, it does let him eat a bubble, but he already kind of was going to eat a bubble. A lot of damage coming out of the Ornn here. Makaze might have to flash out. Lobax is here. If Makaze gets low enough, he just dies. Yeah, he just dies to the ult, I think. Maybe Lobax doesn't think he can kill him. Oh, here they go.
Yep.
Viego has ult. They're finally able to take him out. Viego takes over Karthus. Wait, roll swap is gonna die here. I don't think he realized that he gets the ult reset. And he just
Just jumped in.
Leona goes in trying to get Refugee from mid, but I think Refugee also has the egg. Wow, Goons getting another kill. Stormblade will do enough damage here because of the him having the Banshees too. Banshees is such a strong item actually. Now that this Verdant Barrier item isn't complete dog shit. like,
Yeah, I agree.
you can build it, and it's pretty strong. Like, again, Viego can't go in. I don't know Viego what he's thinking, but he really can't go in on the Victor because unless he's able to get the Q before, the Banshees will eat the stun.
Yeah, so this Leona is, even if she has that tank item, I actually think she's really squishy. If you look at the Bansheesville stats, it does not give you any HP, it only gives you 45 magic resist. And the AP on it is literally useless on Leona.
Like, come on, dude. Leona's got AP ratios. So they're able to get the dragon, delay the soul, which is pretty good for them. Stormblade, again, really just quietly getting farmed, quietly getting into a position to carry the game. Him and Lowback, game's going to be on them. Vita got his 2 offensive items. Now, normally this is when I think the Viegos will go in towards the like tankier items, defensive. We'll see what he goes for. Wit's End might not be too bad, actually. Might want to opt for Hysterics to get some HP, though.
So, Senna has 64 souls. I think every 20 you get extra range, so that's basically 3 upgrades on it. Not that many, considering how long the game has been going.
Yeah.
So they did a like fasting type of Senna.
Oh, they got low back here.
Oh.
Did the double. The classic. Oh, he's gonna die. Vita's gonna die because he went inside the Karthus and he still was taking damage and he's a lot squishier.
Yeah.
And they trade 1 for 1, or 2 for 1, I guess, because Dano goes in. Epic Meme King walking in. Oh, Senna just does so much damage. Stormblade opting to kill.
Wow.
Oh my god, yeah, you can see the question mark things coming in from Munger. I think he realized, like, oh my god, this dude just one-shot me.
Yeah, Senna's at like 2.5, probably even, you could consider that like 2.75 items. And Tristana is just on her first still, so.
Yeah, I also think this new Senna build is insanely strong, very oppressive. Like, if she had more souls, if she was on like the 100 mark, you know, like the fasting Senna would have been, she would be so far ahead. By the way, people in the audience, fasting Senna is definitely the way to play her. It's very overpowered. You get so much gold, and the new AD support item, you can get the 1,000 gold from it like by like 13 minutes. And then you just start farming.
Even quicker.
Even quicker, yeah, if you're like playing it really well, right? So you can farm it up and then start farming. And you get so many more souls in the laning phase. And one thing I haven't seen Ame no He do, that's how you say his name, I don't know, but is you should just follow your jungler around if you're playing Senna. You get souls from every single jungle camp. And the Raptors and Krugs give you, and I think Wolves, give you a ton. Similar to like how Thresh would do in the late game. You get a lot more souls that way.
So I was watching Reckless in LEC play Fasting Senna, and I think he had his 500 gold from his like first quest on support. I think it was done by like 6-7 minutes, which is just crazy.
Yeah, because I think the AD one doesn't have like the inherent cooldown, right? Like the Shard of True Ice.
it got buffed a while ago, and that it like basically refreshes super fast, so there's basically like no cooldown. And then I remember that game went to like 45 minutes, and he had like 260 stacks souls.
Yeah, he like autoed them from like out of the turret range when they were running back to their base. Yeah, I remember that.
It was crazy.
Okay, Acclivity going for another Baron Rush. This time Goons are aware of their tricks.
Shannon's ult waiting in base.
We'll see what they can do. Hard for them to get in here. This is the weakness of their comp. Oh, nice by Refugee from mid. Able to really chunk out low back, and they're going to have to back up. They did lose the Ornn ult. No ults used on the side of Goons.
Yeah, and now Goons can look to pressure Dragon or Baron.
I mean, the soul's
Dragon
up at
spawning
47.
soon.
Maybe they just go for the Baron here?
Yeah, Lobax is recalling. I don't know if they're aware of that. It looks like they're just getting mid pyro. Victor walking in here. Senna's behind him. They might look for a pick here.
15 seconds on this dragon, potentially the soul. So Refugee is matching, but now it opts in to teleport in.
Senna's in kind of an awkward
Oh, I don't know why
spot here.
Vita just isn't unleashing on this guy. Yeah, opts to not do it. Okay, Epic Meme King dies. Lowback able to secure it, delaying the soul. Vita jumps in to Karthus. They
Wow.
did get the soul, but it looks like Goons are just going to go straight to the Baron, which I think is good. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that Vita, when
Orange
roll
came
swap got like slept mid-E, didn't just like kill that guy, because he would have just destroyed him. He has Kraken Slayer, Blade of the Ruined King, going for even more damage, maybe going for the thing. Refugee trying his best to zone. Roll swap misses the Ornn, the stun might have been too long. Dano, yeah, just not very tanky at all, dies. Makaze, tanky enough to survive. Vita still just on. Okay, and yeah, he's gonna die, and Vita just soloing the Baron. Makes sense. Baron, very weak, especially the first Baron. So once it gets chunked down enough, he is able just to kill it. Also, Baron's debuff doesn't work on true damage. So with the percent health from his passive and Bork and the true damage from the Kraken Slayer, that's why champs like Master Yi can, if they opt for the Kraken Slayer build, can like effortlessly solo Baron now. Something I hope they kind of change in the future. I think being able to take Baron so quick is kind of obnoxious personally, but that's how it is right now in the meta.
Yeah, look at this Senna though. We get 4 items here.
Yeah, she's just gonna one-shot this guy. Boom. Yeah, I mean this is kind of a weird game where both team or weird series cause where both teams that had like the quote-unquote better comps are in losing position. But yeah, it just looks like the straight skill checky champs of Goons are able to pull ahead here. And this Senna is so strong.
Yeah,
I've
this
been
is
talking
I
about
think
Vieko,
this
but
is the sub, right?
yeah, this is
different
their
ADC.
AD carry, a different AD carry. I don't know if it's the main AD carry or the sub. I'm not familiar with Goons.
Yeah.
Okay, gets the knock up on Senna, but with the ability. Oh my god, look at that. Double procking with the Ginsus on the Kraken. Half health's the tank.
My god.
So much damage.
Senna just taking all the jungle camps. She's so strong now. Diana's still sitting on the Banshee's Veil. Setting up for this dragon here. Spawning in a minute. Karthus is, I think, a bit off of his death cap still. Oh, he just got it. He's gonna be pretty huge now. looks like they're all just positioning for this dragon fight.
Okay, Vita able to take out Ornn right away with the power of Senna. Now he's a super tanky Ornn. Gets another reset. Jumps into Karthus. Jumps into the backline. Unfortunately, again, because he became Karthus, he loses the ability to use the Sterix, and he loses his and he becomes squishy. Now, the carries, okay, with the Lichbane auto over the wall, able to kill him. Stormblade, very strong still. Maybe he can steal this dragon or potentially get them off of it. We'll see. It's hard for him to step up here. He doesn't have the flash. Refugee from mid slowing him. Walls him
Ornn
up.
does have DP.
Oh, Refugee from mid actually gets stunned. Oh, but dies. Refugee from mid actually gets stunned. Wasn't able to pop his Q. Stormblade almost able to clutch that out, but not quite. Okay, Ornn. Deciding not to TP, they decide, yeah, we've just lost it, guys. There's not much we can do. This is a close game. Acclivity's still hanging in there. They were able to take out Senna and Viego at the beginning of that fight. It was looking a little grim, but it seems that the carries, besides maybe, I mean, Stormblade was able to survive, but it seems like, yeah, Epic Meme King and Lobax were not able to do much in that fight. And now they have the Mountain Drake.
I don't know if you're tracking the Leona in these fights, but every time she goes in, she just gets one shot.
Oh, yeah.
She finally has her locket now. That will give her a lot of armor. Shield also very effective.
Yeah, they have the double, yeah, they have so much true damage coming out of the side, though, of Goons that it just is going to be too late, I think. It's just so squishy, doesn't have a lot of health either.
It's like Ornn upgrading Karthus.
Makes sense. Definitely worth upgrading Victor first and then Karthus next. Karthus will just get more AP. Going for a very high AP build this game with the Everfrost. Everfrost passive giving 15 AP per legendary, so it's already given him a bonus 30, which is multiplied even more by Death Cap. So
Senna does have Wit's End, so she will have a lot of
Lobax almost getting one shot. Gets killed by Senna. Dano not able to connect the ult. Does Senna die here? They have the Shen-ult. Epic Meme King able to kill Senna. Refugee from mid kills Epic Meme King. But it looked like Vita, we didn't get to see it on the back line. Inside the Victor now, just able to kill Victor. Not using his, opting to not use the ult reset. And Bakaze got his ult interrupted, but just splitting the bot. But yeah, these fights are just so hard. The Soul giving them the extra tankiness, and again, the double carries. They had to commit quite a lot just to kill Senna, but the amount of damage coming out from sitting in the Anivia ult, and then the Viego able to assassinate on the back line there.
Yeah, I think Senna's just so ridiculously ahead right now. It's very hard to kill her.
So they did lose their turret. Refugee splitting the map. They're gonna get the Baron here. They'll at least get the mid inhib and the Baron. Vita doing this a little slower. Second Baron a lot harder to take. Especially.
I think bot inhib's probably better, but
yeah,
it nonetheless more. It's still important. I think side lane pressure is just generally better compared to mid lane. It's easier to clear mid.
Yeah, I mean, they also can just walk bot now as a team. No objectives are up. Elder's up in about 3 minutes. See, Vita is working towards the whatever that item's called, Guardian Angel.
GA.
I'm not a fan of Guardian Angel that much on
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just saying like, I don't need more damage or tankiness.
Because if you jump into someone, you don't get the benefit. So, and a lot of times you'll actually end up dying inside someone you're possessing, which kind of sucks.
So you don't get it if you possess someone?
Nope. You possess someone and die, you don't get the Guardian Angel. Oh, just kills him. Wow. That's crazy. Zoe able
My
to
God.
actually one-shot low back there.
Diego.
Looks like they just end the game on this mid push. Not much else is gonna be able to do. Again, Viego is strong. Anivia is scaled up, but so even Zoe. But the real star is this Senna is so strong, dude. Nice double knock up there. Vita or Makaze into the backline, soloing out. Vita looking for any damage he can get, able to kill Leona. Stormblade trying his best, kiting his little heart out, unable to do anything, gets assassinated. Roll swap, able to pop the stopwatch, pops the Rammus emote, says, "Don't mess with me." Frozen, which means that it is a surrender because that's spectators is terrible. And yeah.
Yep. Clean game from the bot lane of Goons.
Yeah, definitely a lot different than what happened game 1. They had a different AD carry player. Oh, I clicked reconnect because I wasn't getting the display stats page, but maybe it's just super bugged for me.
The game ended. Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
Can't show you guys the graph, sorry, but yeah.
Zoe. Wow. You're in for a surprise.
Did Zoe do the most damage?
Yeah, in the whole game.
Yeah, do you give this guy the respect ban now? That's the thing. I would say even in game 1, he did quite well.
Yeah. I mean, I think Leona is like one of the best counter picks that you can have into this Zoe, and even then it's not working. So maybe you do ban Zoe.
Yeah. We'll see what the adaptations are as we go into a game 3. Hopefully starting relatively soon. Trying to add you, Mr. Cause, if I can. Are you sticking around for game 3?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, cool. I don't. Oh wait, I have you in a different. I put you in a different thing. That's why. I put you in a different thing so I could find you easier, and then I couldn't find you. Okay. Game 3. Looks like I don't know who's on what side. Lowback is Giga Troll, so maybe he's on the wrong side here.
Yep, they're using their gold 3 ADC that they acquired, the Senna.
Yeah, the guy from last game. Makes sense. He, no offense to the AD carry in game 1, but that guy definitely popped off game 2, so we'll see. He definitely showed his stuff.
Okay, so I'm receiving word that I'll have to leave in a bit.
Okay.
I can stick around for draft at, at the very least,
Okay.
but then I'll hand it over for the solo bolo.
Oh yeah. Solo Bolo. Udyr ban from Goons. Vel'Koz from Acclivity, followed up. Obviously targeted.
So the sides are switched again. So it's gonna be probably more similar to game one, I'm assuming. I know Acclivity will want to play around their bot lane because that's usually how they accrue leads. Um, and obviously in game two,
There it
the
is.
bot lane, the Zoe, yeah,
Zoe van.
yeah. So I think they're gonna try their hardest to win bot lane this time, Acclivity. Uh, I want to see what they're gonna pick because the Draven and Twitch are banned, and the Tristana did not work. They might opt for the Tristana again. I don't think Tristana was the problem. It's definitely very good in lane.
So Senna was banned game 1 against Acclivity. Oh no, Goons take it, sorry. They're on blue. So Goons first picked Senna again.
I like that.
Yeah, I think the Senna was quite strong. I think Senna in general right now is like quite strong.
Yeah,
Maybe
I agree.
Acclivity responds with Kaisa, although I think Senna is pretty good into the Kaisa, so we'll have to see what they want to go
Yeah.
for.
Senna just outranges Kaisa at all stages of the game. It's kind of hard for Kaisa to get on her.
Okay,
Seraphine locked in.
Acclivity goes in for Seraphine, a champ that we haven't seen tonight. Seraphine, quite powerful, still.
So I think that is most likely going support. I don't think Refugee plays Seraphine.
Could be mid support or bot lane carry as well. But looks like they're going for Jin Seraphine.
I'm sorry, I meant Stormblade. Not Refugee. So the Jin and the Senna, I'm not too sure I like Jin in the Senna, but it's definitely like more up to the support matchup. I do think it's a little Senna favored at the moment, but I think Senna's just so ridiculously strong. It's like it doesn't even matter. Camille picked up here.
So Goons take Camille, and they're going to go with Viego again, it looks like. I liked it. I mean,
Wow.
I think he had quite a good game on the Viego. We'll see if
Yeah.
he can do it again.
Still hovering.
Yeah, just going to lock
Oh.
it in. Definitely into that. I think Viego is super good.
So I think Acclivity's gonna opt in for something for maybe like a top lane counter pick here. Malphite.
Okay, Malphite is good
I
into
feel
the
like
Camille.
Camille beats Malphite, right?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Malphite is like,
With the true damage, it's not enough.
well, like in the late game, I think she can. Like eventually she outscales him, but in the early game, like you just can never fight Malphite. It looks like he just scales up so well, and or he just lowers your attack speed, pokes you out with Q. Especially with the W nerf for Camille, I think it's going to be kind of rough.
Because I know Malphite is Giga OP into Senna.
Oh, for sure.
Generally, most like immobile AD carries. Karthus ban finally coming from the Goons, so Lowbacks will not be playing as Karthus all 3 games. I'm assuming they're gonna ban another support. The Morgana definitely very good into Malphite, so
Maybe they opt to ban the Anivia, yeah.
Anivia, yeah.
Although I
also-
think Stormblade did quite well in the lane phase. The Anivia I think Anivia is so strong, right? She just creates these zones that you can't really do much against.
Yeah.
So see what the final ban is here. Orianna been kind of permaban. Stormblade definitely great at the Orianna. We'll have to see what lowback
Orianna Malphite, Seraphine combo.
ends up jungling here. Again, Seraphine could be flex mid. We
Yep.
don't really know.
Most likely gonna pick jungle here. Decent, yeah.
Okay, lowback Showed his Lee Sin off earlier today. We'll have to see
Yikes.
how he does. I have watched some Acclivity
I don't
scrims
know.
where Lowback has Giga Smurfed on Lee Sin, so we'll see
Okay.
if he can
Because
do it.
I don't think Lee Sin's like a very good pick here, but if he's like, if he's 1v9 on it, it's obviously going to be really good.
Refugees from mid going for his Rise, definitely a pick that I've seen him play before. Through like
Rise, well,
scrim, I think Rise is pretty strong right now. We see him in pro
uh,
play some. He does
I was
have counter
thinking,
picks though. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so I was thinking they might opt in for something more safer from the Malphite ult and surfing like something like mobile
Shen support,
mage.
maybe, or Camille support. This guy plays Zoe support, so who the hell knows?
This guy plays everything support. Like, wow. I don't know. Shen supporting the Seraphine? I feel like you're never gonna get on top of her. Even Jin.
Going for the Syndra again. I think Syndra is pretty good into the Rise, so definitely was able to get it. And yeah, here we go. Looks like we're gonna get into the game here.
Who are you calling it for?
Um, it's hard to say. I like Acclivity's comp more. I don't think the Lee Sin is the greatest pick, but I do think Lee Sin is good with the Syndra, and he has pressure bot, and even at level 6. He did get a buff, so maybe he's going to do a little bit better. 2 seconds off Q is nothing to scoff at, in late game at least. It's ability you max first, right, and you use it basically on cooldown, especially in fights. But Goons is kind of getting a run back of their comp in game 1 with a slight, or game 2 with a slight change, so I definitely could see it going their way. I do think Malphite is a very good pick into a lot of the champs that Acclivity or that Goons picked though. Basically good into Senna, Camille, Viego, Rise. Maybe
So you're
not
saying
Shen.
Acclivity?
Yeah, I would call Acclivity. Oh my god, I just realized I haven't given anyone their schmeckles from game 1.
Aye.
Oh no. Whatever. I'm
I'm
picking
gonna
this
say
in your honor.
Goons.
You're gonna say
I think
Goons?
they have. Yeah, I think they have the momentum.
Alright, I give
think
everyone for game 1, game 2. Sorry guys, you don't get it, but we're gonna go. We'll do this again. Sorry guys. Sorry. I'm that pause messed me up.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be a banger regardless. I think if Goons do manage to upset Acclivity, CEO will be like pretty competitive.
Yeah, especially because that Upward Strengths team is running it down every game now.
True.
We'll have to see. I am excited. It's Camille support, dude. It's
Wait.
Camille support.
Wait, that's
my
actually so good though. And
Seraphine Jin.
Jin.
Yeah. Okay. Kirazono quickly becoming
It
my
might-
favorite player of the series for sure.
This actually might be fasting Senna too.
Maybe. That would be awesome if they pulled it off this time. Maybe they
Yeah.
like it better with a melee. That's usually the more traditional way to play it. Goons
Yeah.
gang. Lol Woopa. No faith in the Lee Sin. I have faith in the Lee Sin. I told him you popped off. You ran it the fuck down today in our thing, but I have seen you pop off before, and the mechanics were sound for sure. I have faith.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna head out here. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Take it
in
easy.
Your solo bolo endeavors.
Thanks, man. Thank you to Cause for jumping in last second. Casting me. Never cast him before. Pretty fun. Make sure to give him some love. I don't know if he streams or anything, but... Okay, guys. Predictions coming in. Who will win? This is going a hell of a lot later than I thought it would go, and I agreed to do this, but I'm here for the... for the long haul. So, I got to turn that off. That. There we go. Okay. 2 minutes till our game, and then I have to take an exam. So we will see. I'm getting quite tired though. But I'll have 2 hours. I'll have plenty of time. Hopefully this is just like a 20-minute quickie. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I know we have kind of a... I know we have not a ton of viewers tonight, but I appreciate everyone who's watching. Coming in to hang out with me. A happy cloud. Solo queue today was not great, so I kind of decided it. Yeah. Oh my god, I see Shadow Qua. These are our highest league, so we have some diamond level. Most of these players were diamond or master last season, and one was challenger.